What's up, guys? Remember this? This is the Yeaue server. I played on it before Gatekeep, and it is about to end its season. That's right, with 120 coming out, and things just kind of everyone like wrapping up their projects on this season. We're just gonna end this world and start up a new season, because why not? Now we've all got big plans and whatnot for our final episodes and all that. Well, I mean, they have big plans. I just have a world tour and a clip that I need to show, and then a pretty cool bit at the end where it's going to be a nice little ending. You'll see. Now the first thing I want to do is I want to show you guys this clip of me rescuing the boys from a warden in which Yeaue kind of lost all of his stuff because, skill issue.
I'm going to set a spawn there, so we know that we can easily get there.
I have a gift for you. Okay.
No!
Is it this thing?
Brick.
Oh dear lord. Shit. Oh dear god, another one.
Yeah.
Why are there more? What the hell?
The hell?
Why is there How many are there? So that was an interesting experience, but now we're gonna do a little bit of a world tour, because the world download should be available. I'm just kind of assuming that. I don't know why Yeaue wouldn't make a world download available, but the world download is gonna be available, and it will be linked in the description once this video comes out. So yeah, here we go. When you enter the world, you will enter it on this diamond block here, which I've retextured in my texture pack. I've updated my texture pack, as you may have noticed by different color palettes. That's not the point of the video. You'll come here, you'll have a bunch of beacon effects, and you'll be greeted with a few things. You've got this rules board, which only has like the one rule that I put up there. You've got gigantic wheat field, because, here, let me just free cam. And look at this thing, it just spans across this whole thing. I did that in a previous video. This whole spawn I did in a previous video, actually. So feel free to watch that if you want. We've got Random Island over there. We've got Tower of just Brian heads for, I don't know, that was Yeaue and Brian fooling around. It's pretty epic. That's the rule board we already went over there. Then you go over to this pathway. You'll see a couple things. We've got this bridge, which was built by Yeaue, and then this terraforming, also Yeaue. I think the bridge was Yeaue. The bridge might have been Brian. I don't know. We've got our Christmas area. Wow, it is summer right now, and this server has existed since Christmas. Actually, it's been existed since way before Christmas. Actually, the server's about to be like a year old. Hold on, I'll show you something related to that later. We've got this area, which is just, I didn't want chests all over spawn, so there's chests over here, full of just random bits and bobs. And, of course, we've got our horse, we got some horses. We've got a horse that Yeaue did, and then this horse that I have. Yeaue wanted to name his name tag because it's funny, and I named mine 2004 BMW 325 Ci because I drive a 2004 BMW 325 Ci in real life, and I love my car. And over here we've got a meeting room, which is where we just were 2 seconds ago planning the end of the season. That was off camera, because that wasn't really anything that needed to be on camera. And overall, it's a pretty nice spawn area. And then over here, this building, also my building, this was the super cool train station that I demoed in a video. It's currently not super functional at the moment because Brian is renovating this bridge, and you can sort of see over here the bridge sort of just cuts off, which isn't great, but here I'll show you how this train station works. If you didn't watch that video, I'd be out of it, because it is cool. You go down here. We also just added a thing on the server that makes minecarts go really fast and straightaways. And then also, it like drops a new minecart back there. It's pretty cool. So let's just break this. You're not seeing any of this. None of this is happening. This minecart track is definitely complete. And go. And then we have a long straightaway, so you'll see speed. And then you go down here, and then I'm not touching anything, you get popped off. It's pretty cool, and then just to show you how this works, it does a minecart, and then drops a new one. Now I need to break this minecart, because it will not automatically get put into the new station. So yeah, there we go. Fun things, fun things. And over here, we're at the shopping district. This cuts us neatly onto the shopping district. I don't know how much I'm gonna cut out of this video. It's probably not gonna be too many cuts. Over here we've got Yeaue's shop. I'm also not gonna show like every single thing on the server, because there's a lot of things. I'm mainly just gonna show the things that are like mostly relevant to me. We've got the Yeaue area. I also should mention I don't know if the others are doing world tours, but if they are, I imagine that's where you'll get to see more of their stuff, so go check out their final videos, because I don't know what they're doing, but it's probably going to be cool. We got Yeaue's shop. This is where I bought the golden bananas. We got waffles. Pretty epic. And then that's just like storage and stuff, I believe. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see that as redstone stuff. Sorry, I'm yawning. I didn't realize that there was like a space in between the floors. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's just storage, no one cares. We've got Brian's log shop. I've shopped here many a time. It's like a pretty, actually really good looking custom tree. So props to Brian for that. That looks really cool. We've also got this little downstairs area here that was built by Brian. Oh. Because I guess Brian's thing is just oh. Oh, he had a... Oh, his banner's gone. That's interesting. But yeah, we've got beacons provided by me. They give you haste and speed. I'm pretty sure... Oh, sorry for the yawning. Pretty sure this one was supposed to give you regeneration? I don't know. It was supposed to. But I guess it doesn't. Oh well. And then down here, we got my mall that I built. There's also another entrance. You can just go through the fountain if you're feeling fancy. I'll just demonstrate that here. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And then if you go down here, you are in the mall. We've got a community ender chest and anvil for some reason. I don't know, I think I put that there for something. I forget. Why is it whenever I start talking, I start yawning? Good lord. Oh good. It happens when I stream too, I swear. It just, yeah. We got community ender chest and this little water thing. That's a haste beacon. And then, if we go over here, you can see my shops. We got our gunpowder shop. We've got my iron shop. We've got slime ball shop. We've got prismarine shop. And we've got the sugarcane shop that someone actually bought from for some reason. Pretty cool. I'm 3 diamonds richer. We've got my gravity block shop for my gravity block duper. I haven't actually checked the profits for these in a while. We got my froglight shop, is pretty cool. And of course, my nether star shop, which is surprisingly not very popular. People are not buying from it as much as I thought they would. Got gold blocks on the ceiling, I also retextured those. I haven't, god fucking damn it, I keep yawning. I haven't retextured the iron blocks yet. Debating on whether or not I should. But yeah, that is the mall. Other people could also put shops in here if they wanted, but they're like not lazy, so they just actually build shops. So that's pretty cool. And over here, I'm just going to show you this because I'm sure if you saw it in the background, you're wondering what this is. This is like a giant port that Brian, I think it was like mainly Brian's project, but he did receive some assistance from Yeaue and I placed a lot of this concrete here. It was pretty cool. Also, I swear I keep yawning. I don't know what's wrong with me. We've got this bridge that Brian's building to like connect spawn and shopping district. It's pretty cool. If it were me, I honestly probably would have put the rails from the train thing like above here in the middle, but we don't question things. But yeah, that is the spawn shopping district area. There is Brian, I think. I don't know where he went. Oh, there's a horse. Whose horse is this? Oh, this is just like when we bred horses, we have a thing that like on the server that will give like horses and villagers random names when you breed them. So this is just one of those that someone gave like diamond horse armor to, which is interesting. Yeah, we've got a few random shops over here. Oh, fucking damn it. We got cheap powder, which is like slightly cheaper gunpowder in my shop. Joke's on Brian, nobody's buying it. Of course, no one's buying my stuff either, I guess, because everyone on the server has a gunpowder farm. But apparently not everyone has a sugarcane farm. So that was the spawn, and that's the spawn portal, that shopping district. Pretty cool. So now we're just gonna, I'm not gonna like tour everyone's base probably, I'm just gonna tour like my stuff. So first we got the skeleton spawner slash my old base. This was never really featured on camera, but it is an important part of the server history for me. So yeah. We spawned here. This used to be like my enchanting room. I should also mention I didn't like build this. We had a thing on the server, which I think we still have it, which is like it has like custom structures. So this would be a normal skelly spawner dungeon, but you can see it's just a bunch of skelly spawners. I died a lot when I was conquering this area, but I'm not dying anymore. We've got the skelly farm. I never really hooked up an auto sword to this like I did on Gatekeep. But, you know, it was good for starter XP. Over here, this used to be my storage room. There's some pillager flags. And then up here, my bed used to be like right here, I think. It wasn't too much, but it was pretty cool. This was my original mine shaft right here. You can see it kind of goes along and like there's mines. This was back when I think this was back when I used to use Fulbright. Yeah. Yeah, this was back when I used to use Fulbright, so I just didn't place torches, which is interesting. And if we go, or no, I don't know if it's Fulbright or if it's just my shaders are fine enough in the dark, so I just didn't make torches. I don't know, nowadays I just use torches. I don't know what I was thinking. If you go up here, this was like the entrance, it's nighttime. This was my starter food farm. We've got a sugarcane wrapping all the way around here. And we've got like my little food farm. My cute little house. I really like this house actually. It's really pretty. And then a little mangrove tree, just because I like mangrove trees. And then this was like one of the first pranks on the server. Brian kept fucking up my water source and I got really angry on stream once. So that was fun. But yeah, that was my starter base that was never really shown on camera. But yeah, I ended up not staying in this for too long because it looks like a dungeon and is suppressing. But we're gonna show you my new base later. That's gonna be the last thing because I think it should be. So that is that. The next thing we have here is this gold farm because it's right here. I built this on a stream. Let me just. I assume no one's like killed any of these memory piglins. Yeah, no one's killed the memory piglins. So it's pretty cool. You just like go up here. I forgot I had Swift Sneak on this server. And then you like go here. And then you deal with loud minecarts. And then you just get free XP by doing absolutely nothing. Get all your stuff repaired. And actually, let me just... Oh, noises. Oh, I need to repair my tridents. Let's repair my tridents. Yes. Okay, my tridents have been repaired. That is pretty epic and cool. So now, let's go... Oh, my Froglight farm. This is a Froglight farm. I'm yawning again. Why does just... I swear, I wasn't doing this today, and that just the second it's time for me to record, or the second it's time for me to stream, I just immediately start yawning. So you stand right about here, and then if you go down here, you can see just magma cubes. And there's the frogs, okay. It's pretty cool, the magma cubes spawn, they get attracted to the iron golems, and then the little ones fall through the chains, and then the frogs just eat them, and then shoot out frog lights, and then the minecart goes and picks it all up, and then that gets into this sorting system, and it's overall super efficient and productive. It is absolutely wonderful. It is a great farm. And then the next nether farm we have is our Wither Skelly farm, which I'm just going to cut because it's so far away. You'll see in the coordinates. I had to build this entire iceboat road because flying there just took so many rockets. So just keep an eye on the coordinates between these two clips. Also, I just realized I'm in my streaming OBS setting. Whoops. And we are here at the Wither Skelly farm. I planted, I'm free cam. I planted a bunch of these like warped things because, I don't know, I thought it looked cool. You can see we got hoppers. This is the sort of killing area. As you can see, it's the ENX04 design. So if we go down here, why is my boat sideways? If we go down here, I just yawned, are you kidding me? Oh goodness. You can see we've got Wither Skellies, they get attracted to the iron golem. And yeah, is pretty cool and epic. It's an epic farm. And down here, we've got lots of wither skellies. So much coal, so much bones. It's absolutely ridiculous down here. Hey, yeah, absolutely insane farm. Great for getting just all of the beacons in the world. But yes, the next thing I want to show everyone is the end on the server. Because, I don't know, it's nice. It's nice to show. You can see that's the gold farm for reference. That's the guardian farm structure. So, we got the end. I'm having a stroke. You can see this is the output for the gravity block duper, which I actually just totally forgot I built. You can see it's pretty cool. Red sand is not a hot commodity. Sand, also surprisingly, not much been used. Why is there concrete in the gravel? Okay. Well, that's just gonna be eternally a mess. I'm not gonna show the actual gravity block duper itself, just because that's not interesting. You can see we've got a few end gateways. This isn't like on Gatekeep where I unlocked all 20 of them with Carmen. That I'll reference in my next Gatekeep video. Yeah, Yeaue flooded the end, which really looks nice in shaders actually. We got this, we got a beacon, we got a dragon egg here. If you go down here, you can see that's just a soul sand storage, or the wither chamber. You can see, because we have the Vanilla Tweaks head plugin thing, you can actually get 4 types of wither heads from withers. You can get like this and that, like regular witherhead, armor witherhead, invulnerable witherhead, armored invulnerable. So yeah, I made a little display of those, and then I made an even more display of those in here. This is just like a witherhead display room, which I thought looked cool. So yeah, that is the end, pretty much. And if we go down here, the last place I slept was like at spawn. So yep, the next place we sleep is also going to be spawn. So yes, that is all of that. And now, we're going to get on to more farm things that I've built. And just other interesting doodads. Someone's abandoned base? That's a new island. What is this? Sorry, I have to explore. What is this over here? Ryan's building a thing, I don't know. It looks nice though. Very good terraforming. There's Yeaue. We're all doing our final episode things, I think, which is pretty cool. So anyway, sorry for the distractions. Back to the tour. We're gonna go back through our spawn portal. And I actually just remembered another thing in the nether, which I have to go down below here to see. So good thing I remembered to do that. We've got like old nether hub stuff. Yada yada, who cares? I think it was down here. Oh god, I can't even like fully remember where it was. It wasn't over here. Okay. So yeah, it was this way, which is where I was about to like go just instinctually. It was over here somewhere, I think. Where is the nether fortress? Fuck. Is that a... Nope, that's not a bastion. Okay, 1 second. There's the nether fortress. Okay, I found it. If you can see, it's somewhere around here. I honestly haven't been to this in so long. But around here somewhere, there it is. Blaze spawner farm. I built a blaze spawner farm. I don't know if I mentioned it, but it exists, so that's pretty cool. And then over here, there's actually another thing that is over here. I'm great at speaking. I got a bunch of spare fireworks, so that was smart. We go over here, you'll see some fun nether portal hub stuff. This was like, so this was the This was the original nether portal to my current base. You can see, I think if we go up, you should be able to see. This is sort of a waste of time, but like, yep, there it is. That is portal to my current base. So that is where it used to be. But then I decided I didn't really like being on the nether roof, so I made a nether hub down here, right about at Y15. Nope, that's Y12. Yep, here it is. So I made this little nether hub right here, which was like netherite mining level. You can see that used to be Irio's portal. My portal used to be over here. There's a lot of piglins. Yep, that's my portal. That was my creeper farm portal. And then you can see like, it was just big tunnels that I dug out a lot of for netherite mining. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But then I moved us to the nether roof, because I prefer that. And that has overall been wonderful. The members of this server, I will say, have done a really good job of keeping the nether hub completely, like, incapable of spawning mobs, only using blocks that mobs can't spawn on, except for, like, actual mob farms. So, huge shout out to the people of the server for that and being a lot more compliant with my weird needs. So yeah, shout out to the Yeaue members for that. And then if we go up here, we'll be back onto our beloved nether roof. Feels good. And that's just a random thing. So now let's go to my guardian farm. Let's go to the fish tank. I don't know if I called it this on video, but I always like refer to this as the fish tank. You can see over here we've got like prismarines, we've got our crystals, we've got so much fish, and we've got ink sacs because they like to get into the system. And also, if I run the farm for long periods of times, the sorters seem to break, which is kind of weird. I don't quite know how or why they do that. That shouldn't be possible. You can see we go up this little staircase. It's a nice little organic shaped staircase. I think that's cool. We've got the killing chamber, and then we go up here, and we've got the portal for where the player is meant to AFK. And if they go over here, we get lots of lag. You can see, I think especially if I like go down here, yeah, there's all the fishies, and my frame rate is doing better actually. Still not quite hitting 60, but yeah, that's a fish moment. And then we'll go back through. That was the guardian farm. Really nothing interesting. Got fish dying. We love fish dying on this channel. And then all of their remains will get sorted into the sorting system, which is pretty fun. Let's see, which items are currently being sorted? Oh, none of them. I guess they all got sorted. Okay. And the next thing we have is my creeper farm. I also should mention, in case I didn't make it obvious, these builds are not being toured in the order that I built them. Because, yeah. So we've got my creeper and my sugarcane farm. This is actually the exact same design that I built on Gatekeep recently. You'll see that whenever my next Gatekeep episode is out. It might already be out. I don't know how my workflow is going to be on this stuff. But yeah, we got creeper farm here. It's pretty cool. Sugarcane farm here is pretty cool. The storage systems are, like, pretty much all full. Or not all full. The sugarcane farm's definitely not full, because I mean, look at how many chests there are. How far back? Okay, the sugarcane goes back about that far. So yeah. Then down here, you'll see a villager setup that I actually need to go through the nether to get inside of. Never mind. Let's go back up through here and go into our villager setup. Now, I had already built this villager setup is probably like one of the most recent things I built on the server, which is kind of crazy because like by the time I built it I already had like maxed out gear, so I really didn't need this. And because of a plugin the server has, you can see you can stack protection types, so I'm basically immune, so it's not like I'm gonna die. You know, it's got some cool things. It's pretty interesting how it works actually, so I'll sort of demonstrate it for you here. You can see if I press this button, it will summon a villager. Now I don't have like the baby or adult filter on here, so if I were to press the button again, the next one would be a child. You can see we've got the breeder here. It breeds. So cool and quirky. And there you can see the thing, the name tags. Pretty interesting. If it's a villager where I have to cycle through the trades before I put it in the thing, I can do that. Because these farmers, they won't actually all give you full melon and pumpkin trades, so you have to actually like go through and unlock its sort of a thing. So you could like do that here. If they gave you a trade that you liked and they were the one and you wanted to add them to the system, you'd press the stone button and they would automatically get put in the first available area. It's pretty cool. And then if you didn't want them, you could press this red button and they would get put into this lava here. Or if the system is full, which as you can see it is here, that's broken. Hold on a second, let me fix that. So yeah, if you press this button and all of the things are full, I fixed it. If all of the things are full, then they'll just also go through the lava pit. So which button do I press? Let's press this one and see the villager's journey, because I think that's interesting. You can see it just kind of, the minecart just does a little wiggle. It goes through here, there's no empty spots, so it can't go into any of the empty spots. So, it goes down here, and then it dies. I am violating so many OSHA violations. This is where the minecarts get loaded in. We've got chests here, we've got emeralds, we've got gapples, we've got potions of weakness that I forgot were recolored. Got papers, pumpkins. Yeah, pretty cool. So that is my villager area. It's very nice. We've got farmers. These guys are my source of redstone on this server. I never built a raid farm like I did on Gatekeep. On Gatekeep, actually, I recently tore down my raid farm and built a stacking raid farm. All of these are things that I have not released in a video yet as of me recording this. So, yeah. Now, I think that is just about everything that is relevant to me, like my stuff. So, on to the finale. To my base. That is where the really interesting things happen. First, let's sleep. Alrighty, sleeping over. So, let's just get into free cam, because there is a lot. There is a lot to cover in this base. Oh boy, where do we even start? I guess let's start with the slime farm, because I made the slime farm look really pretty. I should use soul campfires there for maximum spawn proof or not. Whatever. But yeah, we got the slime farm. I made that look pretty, and I made it so you can see into it because I thought that was cool. And over here, this is sort of like, not really a dock, I guess like a port, kind of? I don't know. It just kind of looks cool. This was like a really early build in the server for me. This was like one of the first things that I actually recorded doing. Well, the first thing I recorded on this server was my copper house, but we'll get into that. Yeah, let's get into that now, I guess. There's so much here, I don't know where to start, so forgive me. We have my copper house. It is just full copper architecture, because I saw a Wreck Rat video and I thought it was a really nice, good video. We've got rare stone diamond ore, we've got a dragon head. This is when, so yeah, I think this was the first day of the server. The first head I ever got was when I was fishing with a sword, and I got a salmon head. It was on June 11th, 2022. The server is actually scheduled to end on June 12th or 13th, so this server will have been alive for just over an entire year, which is really interesting to me. So we got just a ton of drowned heads, because I think they match the copper. So we've got copper railings, just copper. Everything that I could make copper, I made copper, and everything that I couldn't make copper, I made close to copper. You can see we've got the orange bed, the acacia door. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I could have used an acacia sign, actually. Whatever, who cares. And then down here, we have my basement. This originally wasn't meant to be connected to the house or decorated. Really, the main reason I built it was so, like, while I was building this copper house, I could hide my chest monster. So, it just, I don't know. I just didn't want to have, like, a visible chest monster. Because the copper house was originally meant to be, like, my base. Which, I mean, I guess it sort of is, but really the main part of the base was down here. So, I kind of just, like, had all my stuff down there in a secret area so it wasn't being ugly. It was just sort of like a temporary base thing. And I made a whole redstone secret entrance to it. You do that, and then it opens the staircase, and it's pretty cool. You can see we've got my original storage system right here. There's this, we've got my valuables, which I still store in here, so I'm not even like finished using the storage building. it still gets some use. We got like conduit music disc, my netherite chest plate, nautilus shells, the heart of the sea. I could make another conduit if I had more shells. Some glowing sacks, which I consider valuable for some reason. My other side disc, custom disc that got broken. Nether cords for when I was relocating nether portals, end city loot, and custom goat horn that does not work. But yeah, we've got... Oh, this was stuff for when because I wanted to respawn the 20 dragons on this server, but I just didn't. Raw things. This was some, like, tags on Christmas gifts from Yeaue. But yeah, that's my copper house. It is... yeah, it's a copper house. It's kind of nice. The roof's a little funny looking, but you know what? It's fine. It is fully copper, and I think it looks pretty good. Got my wheat field before I had Yeaue shop access. I just used this for food. It was pretty good. Got this. This was formerly my axolotl pond before I moved all my axolotls to the mall. I remember I used to have a thing where every video I would like name some axolotls based on viewer comments, and but then viewers just stopped commenting. So that kind of died, but it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. But yeah, over here we have my new mine shaft, which actually contains my axolotl pond. This is where axolotls would just kind of constantly spawn, and I would collect them, and sometimes they would just appear on the surface. And then over here, we've got my amethyst geode. There's a lot of amethyst here, Jesus Christ. So much amethyst. And then we've got my current mine shaft, which is where I like mine for diamonds. Actually where I accumulated most of my wealth. It wasn't my shop, sadly. Capitalism failure moment. Got speed jump boost haste beacons. I didn't really feel like digging up like a whole bunch of everything for every beacon effect. So you just get the cool ones that make you feel like an astronaut. There's also a conduit in my base, which is pretty cool. So that's the sort of mineshaft area, mostly a functional space. Nope, that's a tropical fish, not an axolotl. And then up here, if we go up, actually let's go here first. This is my little beekeeping area. Even though I built with a lot of copper in this area, you can see not just the copper house, but like roofs are copper, got lightning rods. I didn't build an automatic, I never built an automatic bee farm for honeycomb. I just manually did it and waited. And also I should mention this area here was where I would wax, or like wait for copper to age, which is kind of cool. And up here, we've got my broken, oh not broken, it's just dispensing so much leftover iron, because my iron farm, why is there just this? Weird. Yeah, my iron farm just is full of iron, my pumpkin farm, this is my farm storage. This just goes directly into a composter, which is pretty cool. You can see a compost, and it goes down here, and then it goes into this, which leads into this hopper, which goes into this chest, which is also the output of just like my compostable item input. Yeah, my slime farm, it does pretty well. It gets the job done. I haven't like made an AFK platform like I have on Gatekeep. I also made a slime farm on Gatekeep. I did so much off camera, it's kind of stupid. But yeah. So that's all just passive slime income, and I have used a lot of slime, so yeah. But then for the iron farm, well actually here, let me show you this. So the pumpkin farm, right here you can see we've got a rail system, because I just thought rail systems are cool. So it's got a rail system, it goes under the pumpkin farm, it also goes under the iron farm, and it like picks up items and puts them into there. But then I realized that if I was like, because I put the iron farm on a chunk loader, so whenever the minecart exited the chunk loader, it just was saved from server space, it never came back, so I was losing a lot of iron by, like I was losing so much iron. So I just did a tube, and now I don't lose iron anymore. But I still use this poppies from this for that. Yes. Over here we have a rail duper. I don't know how much on camera this has been shown, but yeah, you can dupe rails. It's pretty nice. You can turn it on and off. It's pretty cool. And I should actually mention how you get to this area. So what you do is you go through this tunnel, which is interesting. Ouch. I never showed the Enderman XP farm in the end. Fuck. I'll get back to that. Yeah, you can see we've got a dock over there. We've got like this. And actually let's go to the dock first. So if you go to the dock, you go here, there's like a bunch of people. I made wither skelly people using genuine wither skeleton skulls. I mean, we don't have a oh, I locked them, that's right. I don't have a plugin that does, we don't have a plugin that does fake wither skelly skulls. So these are all genuine wither skeleton skulls. Got this guy, he's sleeping on the job, little slacker. But if you go up here, and then you go over here, you're greeted with this little blacksmith area, which features 2 genuine lava, like, dripstone things. So you have infinite lava. It's not fast infinite lava, but here you got blacksmith man working. And then if you go down here, you are in the auto smelter, which basically you insert an item here, you press the button, and then it would just dispense all of the items until it's gone, and then the chest will appear back. Obviously there's no items, so yeah. And let's just use free cam to look at this actual thing. It's a behemoth. You can see we've got carpet dupers that dupes a stack of carpet every go around, which this is the clock, so you're getting multiple stacks of carpets every second, which is more than enough to this furnace, to just do this furnace. It is so crazy. It is wild. It just smelts things so fast. And all the output ends up in here. It's such a great system. I'm gonna build that on Gatekeep at some point, because it just is good. And then, yeah, so let's go back to the down here. So you can see if you go down here, you've got like a little thing. It's sort of like, it looks like a subway entrance to me almost. So, because it's a subway entrance, you gotta have a crackhead. That's just how subways work, I assume. We've got the heads from mob drops just all over the place. And we have my beautiful coral reef. That was a video. That's the conduit that provides conduit power to my base. I just wanted to build one of these, so I did, and I'm so glad I did, because look at how cool it is. It looks so nice. It looks so pretty. I'm so happy with it. I love swimming through it. I love looking out here. You can see so do these people. I think they're like a little couple. They're holding hands. We've got proposal happening. That's pretty epic and quirky and based. So nice. And then you go through here on the other end of the subway, and you're in here. I need to sleep. Hold on. Oh, actually, let's get a little nighttime view. It looks like this at nighttime. I lit everything up because mob spawning is cringe. There's also like a bunch of lights over here. So yeah, I lit everything up pretty well. And then, yeah, and I probably will forget to like go over some things in this base because there's quite a lot of details. There's a lot of stuff under the hood, which is actually quite nice. Sugarcane farm, I don't use that anymore because of the creeper thing I showed you earlier. Okay, there's a lot under the hood, so you will have to like check out the world download for the little Easter eggs like these trash bins that load into my storage system. Sneak peek there. This trash bin here also does that. That's what this pipe is. But yeah, it's pretty cool. There's a lot, so do check out the world download if you want to explore the space in detail. But yeah, I kind of just made a park here. This is sort of my like mini industrial area. It's where I could put all like the small farms. It's really nice. We've got a bunch of people walking around. We've got a villager breeder, which is still working. The output, however, the children do get murdered, because if there's too much of them, that causes lag at my base, and I don't like that. But yeah, this was like my little mini industrial area, but I decided, because originally it was just completely plain and cleared out. It used to be a birch forest, not anymore, but yeah, it just kind of looked plain and ugly, so I built an entire forest. And Jonah Ryan commented on that video, which I thought was cool. He said he likes the trees, and I thought at the time I interpreted that as like he liked this whole forest I built, but then I remembered that I have the pink leaves on the birch trees, and he also has that, so I think that's what he was referencing. Also, I don't know why Jonah Ryan stopped uploading, or if I just don't get the notifications. We miss you, Jonah. Come back, please. But yeah. So, got my pumpkin farm over there. Got like this park area. I already showed you the rail duper. We've got the iron farm over here, which is on a chunk loader. It's pretty cool. We got like It's just this iron farm design, which is actually the same one I built on Gatekeep, but it's just got a different housing. See the guys here, they get like, scared, and then instead of dropping, they just immediately get lavaed over here. And then the drops from that go onto this rail. The iron is sorted through this hopper, and it just goes through this tube, so I don't lose any when I'm not here, but the chunk loader is. And then the poppies just go up here, because I really don't care about them. So they can be transported in the rails for fun. And then that's the chunk loader, so that way as long as there's anyone online, this iron farm's working. And if you do choose to build this iron farm design, I highly recommend building it either in spawn chunks or with a sponge or with a chunk loader, because trust me, that will make so much difference in efficiency. Like, that is the difference between you, like, having a supply of iron and having an absolute fucking abundance of iron. I couldn't recommend that enough. Definitely build it in spawn chunks or build a chunk loader, because it's so easy to build, and when chunk loaded, you get so much iron, it's absolutely stupid, it's just insane. But yeah, that is pretty much my entire industrial area, so let's go to the fun part, which is my storage room. So to get in there, you go into this little cave. It looks like a nice little cave. Nope, it's a storage room, bitch. It's pretty cool. There's also an alternative entrance that I built because I didn't like having to fly through the water, but I just don't use this alternative entrance. But you know, it exists, so if you prefer this, you can. You got, this is just like my valuable ore storage, I guess, because I wanted to store that separately. It's pretty cool. Also, new texture pack update. We got the ingots. We also have the netherite ingots. I just don't have any to show because I'm not rich. But yeah, we got, you can like load filled shulker boxes into here, and then as long as you just place a shulker box right there to start the system, that'll fill, and then the shulker boxes get emptied here. Got item loading, just regular items, and then you can see we've got auto sorters. It's pretty cool. I went with like this sort of prismarine sandstone beachy looking theme because I figured it fit with like the tropical coral reef, and it just looks cool. Got like ender chest, anvil, all your essential storage system things. It is just so nice to be in here. I love being in this room, just being able to grab any item I could want at a moment's notice. And then if you drop down here, I think that's the only way you can get down, you have to drop through, you're greeted with more storage system, which actually, I haven't even filled up all of the things here, because there's just not items that I collect enough to do that. So, if you download this world and you want to play it as like a continuation of where we left off Let's Play type of thing, yeah, feel free. I don't know, you downloaded it, you could do whatever you want, you could blow it all up if you want, that's not my problem. We got obsidian storage, things like this. Got glass panes, frog lights, which are just absolutely filled because Yeaue moved the produce from my frog light farm into my here. So there's just a lot of that. A decent amount of endstone. I got scaffolding. We got lots of things. And then there's also this little aquarium here because I needed something to fill up this wall because I didn't have a hole to fill it with. So yeah, we got a little aquarium. And then this is just items that aren't like able to be sorted into the system. We got a lot of these. Yeah, just random miscellaneous leather. I have a sorter for you. It's my... okay. Well, we'll move you. And yeah, it's just great. It's a lovely storage system. It's a lovely base. I absolutely just love this base. Not much I would change about it, honestly. It's cool. It's just a cool place to be. I love how there's like, it looks kind of small, it looks beautiful, but not like a lot going on at a glance, but then when you actually like take a deep dive into it, you realize, oh, there's actually a lot of stuff here. It's just such a nice base. I absolutely love it. Could not ask for much better. Yeah, I absolutely love this. But yeah, that Enderman XP farm I totally forgot about. I forgot to do the Enderman XP farm. Just like really important. I don't know how I forgot that. But yeah, if you go like back here, use the water streams to get there, or you could use not them. This is just carpet on top of string, so Enderman can't teleport. And we've got this Enderman farm, which was built by, shocker, me. You can see it's not quite as good as the Gatekeep Enderman farm that I rebuilt. That's also something that hasn't been released at time of filming. This looks suspicious. That's a symbol that I didn't realize it looked like. That was not intentional. I just wanted to make it symmetrical. Yeah. Got like chests for things like lapis, anvils, carpets because people keep breaking the fucking carpets on this spot. Let's see. Have they broken? No, they haven't. But yeah, this end farm's great. I can just go over here, I can get a bunch of XP. If I like sneak in and go further, I can get ender pearls, but like no. It's just a wonderful farm, and yeah. But as the sun sets on the server, quite literally, I think it would be a fun touch for the world download explorers out there who are interested in seeing this world. I think it would be really cool if we made a little thing here. This is going to be what my ender chest layout. I'm going to recreate my ender chest in this barrel. I'm just going to like move all my ender chest items into this barrel, and I'm going to move my inventory into this chest. And there we go. I have moved all the things in. You can see my ender chest. This is exactly what it was. Everything's in exactly the slots. You can see that's how much diamonds I got on the server. My food box running a little low. Got some raw redstone materials, some things. It's pretty good. You can explore this stuff for yourself. And then this was my inventory layout. This is the armor slot. This was the offhand. We've got this bottom row here is the hotbar. The rest of it is just like the rest of the inventory slots. That is the orientation it kept everything in. That's all my tools. That's what they're named. That's all the fun things. So yeah, that is that. If you download the world and want to do a little world download exploration, feel free to fiddle through these chests and just cosplay as me if you want. Yeah, if you really want, you can like send me a picture on Twitter of you wearing my skin, with my items and stuff, and I will and I'll give it a like probably. So yeah.